to hello, hello. All right. Do I gotta initiate it? Let's see. Hold on, YouTube. I gotta go to the browser. I think I got to make sure. YouTube Studio. Okay, I got Studio. Am I actually streaming? That's what I want to know here. QQDD live. No. Videos, no. How do I get to? I want to get out of the app. YouTube Studio. Okay. This is the app. I want the web version. I want the web version. YouTube. Okay, is it live though? The question is. I guess it's live. Okay, anyways. Okay, it's 9:36. Question is 9:36. But I think I need to go. This is the YouTube Studio app, which is not what I want. I want the YouTube Studio. Studio, maybe here. I mean, it seems to be streaming. View channel. Okay, it is streaming. It is live. Okay. I'm live. I got a mic. We're going to stream. So, let me see here. I want to have two different, I need to have two different. What does this look like? Okay, so all right, so I got music playing, I got the microphone, I can hear myself. I got my trading stuff here. Now, since last time I was streamed when I'm trading stocks, a lot has changed. I've created these AI indicators, and I'll just kind of go through them as I use them. So, the charts in general, my main chart looks like this. And the orange is the bullish and the purple is the bearish. You could say we've had some crazy price action because of the war and everything. But some things I made with AI, some indicators. One was this session highs and lows. So these are previous session highs and lows. The yellow is Asian, red is London, blue is New York. And the way I've got it is it will not terminate until price crosses that. It's basically taking the liquidity from those session highs and lows. So these are strong points of liquidity. That's why I built this indicator. It's based off of the turn off this AC here. It's based off what I've learned from the RP Profits School of Trading method. What else I've been using? I still use this break of structure indicator. And this is not mine, but this is a fair value gap indicator. However, the next big indicator, I do use this. It shows inverse fair value gaps and fair value gaps. The greens are bullish fair value gaps. The blue are inverted bearish fair value gaps, etc. So this is kind of some things I've been working on here. The main indicator that I made that seems to be very valuable is this, based on the Arjo PD array strategy. Now, as you'll see with this indicator, it will show fair value gaps as a PD array, and the green lines and the red lines and all these lines here are other PD arrays. They are order block PD arrays, and they are also pivot swing high and swing low PD arrays, and then fair value gap PD arrays. So based on those three PD arrays, it will, and if they are premium or discount PD arrays, it will show this yellow line here as the primary target, and then the pink line is the disrespect target. And so this has been a big part of my strategy lately. So as you see on all the different time frames, based on the structure, it will mark out what's the next likely target. So you can see this, I made this trend line earlier, and that's a valid indicator as well, just for your own charting. So anyways, that's the main indicator. So even on the daily, you could see that price action is here. The next likely target is going to be this fair value gap here on the daily fair value gap. So at some point, it's a good chance it's going to go down there. And if it disrespects it and keeps going up, then it's going to head towards that PD, or that's the next likely PD rate. And I work my way down or up in time. You see, it also shows these arrows here. It also shows these arrows to kind of give a direction on if it's a bullish or bearish direction. So of course, different time frames show different potential directions, but using it all together, it I think has been pretty valuable. And so you could kind of chart out a plan for the price action throughout the day. Now, it's not 100% accurate because things can get disrespected all the time. You got news, etc. But it's a good framework. And the other part of my strategy I've been learning from the RP Profits is the break and retest. So on this indicator I made puts out the first chart, the range from the first 15-minute candle, and shows the center line. So you look for that. You look for that break and retest off the center line after the market's open, which it has. Then that's another indicator that I made, and that's helpful. I messed with a few other things, but another big one I made that it seems to really help is this. I'll turn on the session wicks. Is this momentum shift? So, or first volume reversal. So this volume reversal will highlight, overlay this color on top of the existing color candle to show you when price went from one direction and then had more volume going the opposite direction. So you can see here. And then one thing I did notice with this indicator is whatever's the most recent one on session open, whatever direction it's going, it tends to be the direction for the day. So I've created this indicator will show you the last push, I call it momentum push, shift, reversal, whatever, on each time frame. It also shows which direction. If it's red, that means on that particular candle it's a downward candle, and it's a bearish candle, and this green is bullish, and it shows you how much time is left on each time frame. So that's handy to know when candles are closing. And then I made this to show real-time volume next to price, so you don't have to look away. That will show your current volume at any given time, and then the previous volume to show basically, the delta average to show basically, is price increasing or is it not increasing. And then the last one I made was this other momentum shift reversal 2, which it will show continuation. So this one does not require, like the previous one, it doesn't happen only on reversals. It happens on increases based on the previous candle and a few other things. So anyways, also one thing that got added to this when I made it is this little momentum indicator. So if price is just kind of stalling, then it's probably not a good time to enter, and then you could see what the momentum is. This is kind of low right now. Okay, so now let's do some trading. So we kind of might be looking for a break and retest off of this midpoint, because that I've seen that enough times that it is a valid setup. Why? I need to put one. I'm just doing one contract because I want to get used to doing one contract. Actually, I'm going to do two to see how this two might be working a little bit better because I got the fee. Now we're looking for a break and retest. So what do we have going on here? We've created a bearish fair value gap, which is also the likely target. Okay, no bear fair value gap. So we didn't quite test the midline here. But now price does want to go back up. Let's look at other time frames. It did. We're looking for a strong reject off of this. So when I'm looking for a reject, I'm looking for this bearish candle, but then a strong bullish candle bouncing off of it. And so right now the volume of this one's 818. It's building. Previous candle's 345. So it's not quite enough to look to notice a reaction. So I'm going to wait for a little bit of a reaction to take that trade. And you can see there's a push down here at this level quite a few times. It pushed back here, but it's not, we're not seeing the reaction, the push back up here. So we're going to wait until we kind of get some indication that we're getting a reaction. Now, if you look on all the time frames, this is likely to go up. We're currently getting a push down, but our likely target is up here, so that's good. And then moving down, this is likely to go down. So we're going to look on this time frame and just look at this midline here to see if we get that reaction. We've already broken out of the range. Now we're testing the range. But we're kind of looking for that midpoint, and we're kind of looking for a reversal. And we don't want to close below the midline. That's another indication that this might be invalidated. We got 13 seconds to see where this candle closes. Okay, we wicked down to the midpoint. Okay, we closed right above it. Let's see if we did create a fair value gap. So I'm not really liking this setup unless we invert it, and also invert it with some good momentum. So right now we're showing a 0.3 ratio compared to the previous one. So I don't like the momentum yet. We're still fighting. Hit a good push down. Okay, we've gotten rid of the fair value gap. That's not going to keep us from making more downward moves. That's another big part of my strategy lately, is these fair value gaps. And okay, let's see if we make. We're looking for that big move though. We're not ready to take this as an entry. Now the other thing on my time frame, I'm on the bluish hourly time frame, so I don't like that overall. Like, my general direction for the day is going to be bearish. And overall, the momentum seems to be bearish. But right now I'm just looking at the break and retest setup here. Now it's broken out of that, and I'm not seeing this is, it might have to come and retest again for me to consider taking this. Okay. Created a fair value gap, bullish. This has overall not been my strategy. I'm looking for this particular setup because it is a valid setup, but it's not what I've been doing lately. I've been very successful taking these 1-2 point trades for the most part and just racking them up because they're more high likelihood that I'm going to close on it because I'm only looking for 1 or 2 points. So it seems to be working very well now. If I get a runaway, I've had an issue with knowing when to close on it. But the other day I did 110 points on micro ES, so it's been pretty good as a strategy. It's kind of counterintuitive from what I've been hearing from most people, but it seems to be working for me. So I've been continuing with it. Okay, so see, with my new strategy, I would have already been in this trade. I would have been taking trades the whole time, and I'm debating on if this is invalidated now, this break and retest setup. I might go back to my original game plan, which, let's do that. Let's see what happens here. We keep an eye on it. So what I've been doing is I'll start at a high time frame, and I see that overall on a weekly basis we're kind of in an uptrend. Okay, that's good. Now on the daily, it looks like we're probably going to make some moves down again at some point, but we still got 7 hours for that candle to close. Now on the 4 hour, we've already taken out this liquidity, but our next target is one of these higher. Is this a swing high? Yes, this is a swing high. They're looking to make this new swing high. But remember, overall, on the daily, it looks like we're going to be going down to 6850. We have this basically fair value gap as a target, but also it's rejecting. As we see, it's created a target, it's rejected, it came down a little bit further, rejected, came down. So it may still want to touch this. Overall, we've already covered a lot of this ground, so we've already kind of, if it started here and we had all this headroom to go, then I would say that's an easy no-brainer move to go up and get some points there. But we're going to continue down, and so we're still, this is looking like it's going to go up. We got a little bit of a push down. We're still getting some, we got this big candle. I'm looking, I think, down at this point because we got the momentum pushing us down. I might take a couple trades. On the 45, we got momentum down. We're still going down. We're going down after a bit of a push-up. I'm taking a trade down. I'm just going for just a couple points. My target's going to be somewhere here, 8.7. Just a couple points because the body of this candle has made its way down. And let's see if I got, there's a fair value gap that is a little bit of a resistance, but also a target. So that's why you see it's having a hard time breakthrough here. So I'm hoping that on this little pullback of this kind of minor downtrend, we're going to make our way down to hit our target. I'll do it on the 687. So about here is our target. So before it goes up, we're hoping that it comes down here, hits that fair value gap, takes the points, and then maybe continues going higher. And so basically, this is my target here. And I continue to monitor in any given direction. We had this push. Sometimes you'll get a push followed by and the other thing I'll be doing, if I feel like it's struggling, I'll go ahead and get out of it and just with some profit, just even if it's a little bit, which I've so, but I'm hoping. So we got some indecisive candles here. I'm hoping price is going to come down a bit more. I want to be good about also setting my stop loss. So I put a stop loss basically up a little bit above that so it doesn't run away on me, but I also want to give it room to breathe. I've actually been having success not having any stop loss and just getting out of a trade, but I also find myself that if it gives a big push and it kind of gets away from me, I've been hesitant about closing it at a loss. So I want to make sure I have some guardrails for myself. Price is pushing down again. I'm looking to hit this 687 mark just for basically just a couple points here. I'm simulating trading 2 contracts. This is not advice, by the way, but I'm just practicing my skill, my strat. There it is. So I got that profit. It's going to go up. I'm going to go ahead and hit it again. I'm going to hit sell and see if I could take some more profit here. It's wicked down. It's a little dicey move for me to jump in here because it was a strong momentum. But I'm going to try to get in here, see if it comes back up, wicks back up. Do my stop loss up a little bit here. Hopefully it comes up and tags it again, and it's almost dead. It almost did. I might be looking to get out of this trade now because I've kind of missed my opportunity. But next time I get out of this trade or it goes into profit, I'm going to come up because I didn't see this bearish push momentum and volume here. So I might be getting out of it. I might be losing my points, but I'm going to hold on to it a little bit. Created that fair value gap, not a good sign. Might be getting out of this trade here. I'm hoping it'll give me another little wick up. The other thing I've been doing is kind of doing this double down strategy, where I'll increase my lot size in order to basically cut my distance where my profit line is in half. But I'm going to wait a little bit more. Must have got some bad news. So I'm going to do another 2 sells. Oops, I accidentally hit the wrong thing. I got out of the trade. That was stupid. So right now I'm down 37 bucks. I'm going to buy. Just looking for 2 points. I'm out. Okay, I'm down 843 now. So let me reassess here. We got this fair value gap. Let's see if it created any other fair value gap. We are pushing down, but this may be another opportunity for the break and retest to the upside. So we're going to see how it reacts. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that break and retest, and I'm going to take it for maybe 15 points. I'm going to take it to the next target, which is 6881. 6881. I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit, see where I'm at with this. Disregard the stop loss. I do not have a stop loss at this point, but if I did, I'm gonna take it here. I want to wait until I see. I'm gonna put it way down here, 68448, and I'm gonna wait just to see what happens here. Still pushing down, but it may be still a retest of this. We do want to see if it reacts with a. We get this fair value gap to bust through here. Okay, it inverted the fair value gap. No, it's not. I'm at 6868. That's where my entry is. I'm kind of making my way back about. I would love to see the momentum shift though. Now I do want to see us break through this fair value gap. Okay, we've inverted it. Remember, we are in an overall downtrend today, so I am looking mainly for sells today at this point. Let me go to my 1 hour to see what's going on there. So yeah, my last push was a sell push, which leads me to believe the price is going to go down. Now it doesn't always do that, but it does largely seem to follow that trend of whatever the most recent push is, momentum shift push. The price tends to want to go for a time in that direction. Okay, price is not really closing above this fair value gap yet, so I am a little hesitant about it wanting to go that way now. I might take profit, but let's see. Okay, we're starting to make some moves out. If I could close on this inverted and then make a fair value gap going up, then I'll feel better about it. It is a little weird talking while I'm trying to trade here. Okay, we're starting to get a little push down, which I don't like that. Okay, we've closed over this, we've inverted the fair value gap. It's a good sign. We are still bullish for this on the 5. I'm going to go for 15 here, 6883. Now we have this bullish fair value gap. So this is like a support system until it breaks through and closes and disrespects it. So we've already touched this on the 15. We got all this room here for price to go up somewhere up here. So to be considered a disrespect. And let's look on other time frames. Now this is our target on this time frame. We've already taken out New York high there. So I'm not surprised that it wants to go down. And then but the break of retest is still a valid play. So this is our midline here. It's still kind of respecting it. It disrespected it earlier, which is not a good sign. It closed over it, but then price came back up. So again, this is not really in my strategy. I probably would have taken a couple points here and there throughout this whole process. So I might have even been up more than the total take profit of waiting for this whole trade to happen. But I'm trying to just be a study of the game here. We did invert this fair value gap, which is a good sign. Next couple candles will kind of tell us a little bit about if this is a leg up or not. We have not broken a high there. We're still looking for a kind of forceful push up from this midline. A lot of signs are indicating that we want to go down though. Okay, we're back in profit. I gotta start getting ready for work, but let's see how this plays out real quick. Okay, we got a little bit of a push up. That's what I want to see. A little bit of a push up. Kind of battling it out at my entry here. Got a big wick down here, which is to me is a good sign that it's rejecting off of this. It got pushed up. Could be making another leg down here. We'll see what this candle wants to do. We're not moving enough to make a fair value gap at this point, so I feel like we're fairly safe for the time being. However, we're getting close here. Okay, we got a big push down. We're down 15 bucks in this trade. See where this candle closes. Still got 22 seconds, 19 seconds on this candle. Okay, unless this wicks back up, we might be looking at a bit down. Okay. That's the thing about my new strategy, these tiny little trades. They add up, even if it's 1 to 2 points, even though it's a bunch of trades. It seems to be working for me. Okay, so we're making legs down. We've got a bearish fair value gap. We're going to see what happens when we hit this target here, if it respects it or disrespects it. Still got 28 seconds on this. I'm going to move my stop loss up a little bit to 6862 and go to 61 so it catches it if it does blast through it. Okay, here's a little push. This is what we wanted to see. This is a momentum shift up with that candle there on the 5 minute. Just a little bit of a shift. Okay, that's good. We like to see that. We've inverted the fair value gap. Let's see if it closes above it. Let's check out some other time frames while that's cooking. We did see at this price before we get a strong push up. Now, the question is, do I think it's going to go well above that? We are kind of in pullback of a bit of an uptrend here. So, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We've got this big push candle here. I like that. Push candle here. I like that. We're up 45 now. Might even consider taking out profit and wait for it to go back down. Guaranteed profit, but we are making fair value gaps on the way up so far. So I'm going to let it run. I want to see it continue to make fair value gaps. So I could consider taking out here and then re-entering on the bounce off this fair value gap. However, we got this nice momentum here. We got 96. We got the yellow push candle here, and we're making some nice moves up, and we've already kind of went halfway to our target here. We've created a fair value gap. Okay, let's see what happens with this next candle. Okay, let's look at our targets. Do they still want to go up? Okay, that one still wants to go up on the 5-minute. 15-minute wants to go down. So we're going to see what's going to happen with this candle here. Might be ready to pull out. Okay, we've inverted another fair value gap. We're making more moves up. Once we start to stop seeing fair value gaps, then I'm going to consider pulling out. It does not look like we'll make a fair value gap with this one, so I might pull out here. Let's see what happens. We got 3 more seconds. Okay, we'll see if we did not make a fair value gap. Pulling out. Okay, I'm out of this trade. I'm up 50 bucks. I'm waiting for a pullback now because we are in an uptrend. I'm gonna wait for a pullback or more momentum when momentum picks back up to re-enter. So I'm gonna wait till the pullback here on the fair value gap. I wanted to dip in there before I see it go up further, because I want it to reject off of that, because there's a good chance that price will go down in here to take a little bit of this liquidity before we're going up. Fingers on the buy in order to try to take a little bit of that. I could always re-enter it even if it continues to go up. However, I'm going to look at this hour because I'm still seeing this bearish candle here, but we are looking like we're going to at some point. Previous candle's 128. We're only 43 minutes in this candle. It's likely, okay, that it could keep going up because the volume is on track. Okay, I'm buying now. Now I'm buying. I'm putting my sell up there again. 6. I want to see. I'm going to take a little bit of a profit here. We made a bearish fair value gap. Okay, that's not what we want to see. But we got this fair value gap. So we're going to try to see if it punches through this one or wants to take out this other one. Okay, we've gotten rid of that fair value gap. That's not a bar to keep us from going up now. We've entered again on the pullback. We've got probably a couple more points if it continues to go up from here now. We're still looking like it's going to go up. 7.6. I got price here at 7.6. I could potentially look at other time frames to see potential target. We got a fair value gap there. Looks like I'm going to move it up a little bit. So our target on the 5 minute is way up here, 6881. And if we go somewhere halfway in between, so it's not too greedy. I like the fair value gap holding us there. I like the push. I like the fair value gap here. Momentum is still not too bad. We got the fair value gap. So this could always be a target here as well. Price could dip back down and take out this, but it looks like we're going to make another little leg up. We got this nice push candle here, push candle there. A lot of times a push candle will end up just wicking and reversing as well, or continuation. So it's really, who knows. Now we've already taken out these highs there, so I'm kind of interested to see what is really the draw on liquidity if it's not just all the way up there. So on the 90 minute, we're just looking at this fair value gap. Let's see if we go higher time frames. Now we got this trend line here. That might be a target. We wicked up there earlier today. 7.6 is more of a target here. Might be rejecting. Okay, see if we can get another little push up. Okay, we started to wick up there. I might pull out now. I pulled out. I'm out. So I'm up 76 bucks. If I'm not mad at this so far. I might be looking on other time frames. If see, I might be taking a pullback if it pulls back to one of these other fair value gaps. 6851 is way down there as a target. It might be the target. We might be rounding the bend here, and this might be where we want to go. Because is it likely to go up here? No, but there's a lot of area to fill. We got the trend line here. So now we're looking for, okay, is it going to continue up? This looks like it might continue up here, but we want it to kind of bounce off something. Is it going to come all the way down here? Probably not at this point. I'm not sure. We want to see, so we have a lot of ping-ponging action here. Big push down, big push up, big push down, big push up. So it's not necessarily a consistent pattern. Same goes for that one. It may be wanting to reverse here. We've created this high here. We're going to look on the lower time frames. See, I've got my profit. I've secured some profit. I'm pretty good. If I was doing 10 contracts, I would be, well, what would that be? How many points is that? I'm doing pretty good, considering I'm only doing two contracts. So I guess it would be 400. I guess it would be about 5 points. Okay. So now we're going to see how it's going to react off of this 5-minute fair value gap. $6,871 or so we could be looking for 6,872. So if it could come down here and then bounce back off. So we could be looking to do another buy, but we would want to see a little bit more of a push, I think. Momentum has slowed quite a bit. We're still in an hourly downtrend. It looks like we're making a little move down. I'm going to just take one little point here if I can. And this fair value gap, 6872. I'm kind of okay with it going either way, but I think it's going to come back down first. We've already made 2 downward candles. And we do want to test that fair value gap again. Put a stop loss up there. I could potentially to enter in as another sell here, but we are starting to get that push. Okay, we're getting the push. I'm going to bring my take profit here up a little bit higher. Let's see if it wants to come down first. We've created a fair value gap, so that's making me think it wants to go up now. But we'll see if it pushes down first. Okay, we've gotten rid of that fair value gap, but will it want to go up before it goes down, or down before it goes up? I got my take profit down. Okay, let's see what it wants to do. Looks like it's starting to move up now. Momentum is picking up. We've taken that. We've already touched this here, so it is disrespecting. But it is coming back down. Okay. Looks like it's going to take my stop loss here, but I'm glad I put it. This is where things have typically been running away from me. It may shoot down though. It may shoot down. Okay, we did have a little down push. Okay, took my stop loss. Has a down push here though. I don't like that. I'm going to sell again maybe. Still up 35, but I did take a little bit of a loss there. Okay, it's looking like it wants to sell now. Well, it's going up. See, this is where I'm not sure about the breathing. Like, okay, a little bit of a loss there. Did not come down. We're making what I'm buying. I'm in it for a buy. I think I'm gonna go to see what my other indicators, now that things have changed a little bit. Here's price going down again, way down there. We are kind of making a little bit of a leg up. Will this wick down here? I don't think so. I'm entering another buy here in a second, I think. I'm in for another buy. I'm doubling down. I'm going to do 2 sells. 9.2. Do halfway up. Will it go all the way to the trend line? I don't know. But I do like this little push here. I like these wicks as a potential, target. Is this a reversal sign? You know, it is. I can't say talking while I'm doing it is. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's definitely. I don't know if I'm as focused. I think I'd be trading differently if I was not streaming right now. But I want to exercise this muscle a little bit. So we had that push up. Then we had a wick down. So is it going to wick down again? Or we did make kind of lower highs and lower lows. But ultimately we're making higher highs and higher lows. So it's valid going up at this point too. We do have the trend line up here. We're breaking of structures here. I like that. And who knows where, I mean, our session highs and lows only go back so far, but if we look at these trend lines here, prices starting to kick back up a little bit. So we've been making fair value gaps up. We're back at our profit like it was before. We've created a fair value gap there on the 5 minute. Okay, we got a nice little surge here, followed by a little bit of a pushback. We're at 83 at the moment. Created a fair value gap. Let's see if it totally inverts it. That's not what we want to see. I want to see it push back a little bit. My finger's on the sell button just to see what happens. Okay, we might continue to go up. Could get out of this. I'm up $100 right now. Looks like it's going to continue to go up a little bit for the time being. Hopefully we get a nice push and make another fair value gap. Is it going to want to go down to the... Okay, we've created that fair value gap. Let's see if it wants to invert it. Now I'm going to put my I got 4 orders in, so I'm going to put my, there we go, that's what I wanted to see. It's kicking. I'm up $113 right now. Starting to pull back. I'm going to sell both of them. I'm out. Price is coming down a little bit. I might try to take it again off of the bottom end of this. I'm doing a buy right now. We had a big wick up. That's, you know, a little bit of a sign that it might want to reverse. So I'm going to look at my other higher time frame fair value gaps. Another little surge there. But we got 6876. So I'm going to put my my stop loss a little bit below that, because we're still working off these fair value gaps here. And we got a big fair value gap here. I want to give them plenty of room to breathe here. Okay, we're moving back up again. I'd take another buy if it dips down. I'm in another buy. And then if it goes higher, I might go ahead and take a little bit of profit. Have we inverted? We're still holding up on these. Okay, we got a little push down now. If it can weather this storm, might be able to push back. Okay, we're gonna hammer away at this potential fair value gap. We got 8 seconds left to see if it cancels out this. That's a bad sign. If it does, 3, 2, 1. We've created it, and let's see if it starts to invert it. It's holding so far. Okay, it whipped down into it. Okay, now let's look on our 15-minute. I'm going to move my stop losses a little bit lower, give it a little more breathing room. Now my take profits are just above these wick 6880. So what I'm hoping is that this is a little bit of a pullback. When I go into profit, I'm in profit now. I could consider taking profit, but we've kind of created this total in sandwich. I don't know what to call these, but okay, we're getting a little push up now, but it's getting absorbed a little bit. So we're looking at downward moves now. So I might get out of it now, unless I'm gonna get out if I could take profit a little bit. Because now we're kind of making moves to the downside. Should have just got out of there while I'm in profit. We're still using these fair value gaps. I think it'll make one big push up before going. Hopefully take my profits. Okay, we're dabbling in there. I'm going to take both of them. I'm out. So I'm out. Now everything is looking down now. So I'm on 40-minute. Yeah, I'm gonna take sells now. I'm gonna take a buy there. And boom. I'm out. And wait for a little bit of a pullback again. Okay, so I'm at 89 bucks. Okay, I'm selling again. Buy. I'm gonna take my buy. Just a couple points. I'm looking for a couple points here. I can wick down again and it should take it. I'll take maybe a double down on my sell here. Selling again. Another buy order there. Everything's looking down now. So I'm in 4 contracts right now. There's a likely chance it'll come down to this 6875 because that's a fair value gap. So I'm in sells right now. We're pushing back down. I'm just kind of break even at the moment. And hopefully we'll get that. Get another push. Okay, it's wanting to go up. We just hit an equilibrium. I'm in sells. I'll take my stop losses off. I'm gonna put them way up here. Give it some room to breathe. We're supposed to be going down on 15, 30 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. So putting another push, almost in the profit. At 71. We can just get down there. Okay, take profit now. Come on, push down. Give me one big push. There we go. Come on. It's dancing with it. My take profits are right at these wicks here. Okay, I could take profit now manually. Okay, I got one of them. Got the other one. I'm out. So I'm at back at $100. But this is very, like, who trades this? So, okay, 1 minute's way up there. On the 5 minute, it's kind of in the middle. So I'm gonna wait on that. We're so close to this one, so I'm gonna wait to see what happens on that. Now we got our 30-minute way down here. It still looks like we're going down. I'm gonna enter in the sell right here. Go ahead and put my take profit. Okay, everything's looking down now. $90 up. We do have a little bit of a push up. I'm getting out. I'm out. 106. Got about $5 on that trade. What got me out of it is this push up here. So this is the 1 hour. My reversal was up, but this is not necessarily reversal yet. But it's starting to shape up. There's my push dot here. Oh, there it is. So my push dot is now set to say up. So I'm going to buy actually here. Oops. Let's see. I'm going to probably re-enter in a little bit. Get rid of that. Actually, I'm going to re-enter if it wicks down again. So we got this push now on this 1 hour time frame. There we go. I got into another buy. I'm going to get into yet another buy, and I'm going to put my sell right here. I'm in 6 positions. We just had that big push down, but I'm expecting it now to go back up. It's kind of a reflex type entry here. And I'm looking for it to push up a little bit. I'm in 6 positions. So it dipped down in that. I could take out of here if I wanted to break even, but I think I'm going to get a little bit of profit out of this. I'm in 6 positions. But I've created that bearish fair value gap, so that's my target. Actually, I should have gotten out of here. Unless it wants to invert, which it has not. I'm moving them a little bit closer so I could hopefully it'll punch through and take these real quick. There you go. There you go. Okay, got one. Okay, got him. So I'm up 138 bucks now. This is where this is now holding this. So I'm going to take a sell real quick. I'm going to take a sell, my take profits down here. I might double down if it goes up higher. Okay, I'm about to take profit again. I'm at 144 now. With fees and everything. Alright, so what's my next move? This is starting to retrace. Now I'm going down again. I think it might go down far, like as you see here, but we want to see. We still got, okay. We're holding up on this fair value gap here, but now we want to invert this, which we just did. We want to see this invert. We want to maybe take our profit there, 6868. I could potentially get out of here at the moment. But I think I'm going to wait for it to push down because it wants to go that way anyways. If it goes up, I'm probably going to double down and get out. I might get out of it here in a second. I'm out in case it pushes back up. I'm at 148 right now. If it goes up, I'm just going to re-enter it again. If it goes, okay, I'm selling again. It's up in that fair value gap. I'm going to sell one more time. Selling again. It could be completely invert, but I think it'll come down first before it does. So I put my take profits right below the line. So I'm basically, my take profits are here now. Because I feel like it's still holding with this fair value gap. We still have the selling momentum. If it goes above it, I might even take it again. I might even sell again. But it's going to take profit here in a second. Might even manually get out of it just to secure it. I'm up. I'm out. Just get out with profit. I'm at 150 now. See, I could wait for it to come back closer to that fair value gap. We're still reacting off this fair value gap. But that one's higher up. We're expected to go down here on the 30-minute. I'm entering back in. Okay, I'm back in. I'm entering back in. Take profits down here just for a couple points. I want it to be around 6869, which, okay, it's at 6870. Selling, I'm selling again. It's wanting to break through, it looks like. Where's my... Okay. It's inverting. Took my take profit. I took my other take profit. I'm out. I'm up at 163 right now. Now this, there's nothing holding it on the bottom end. Oh, we got this fair value gap. So this is like the big holdout here. It's also a draw, but it's also a support. So it might range around here a bit before it wants to continue going down. Okay. I'm selling again. And I'm out of my trade. 165. I'm selling again. This might be the big one where it goes through. It might retrace up. If it retraces up, then to a large degree, then I'm going to re-enter as a sell. It's inching down. It wants to take it. There you go. I'm out. I'm at 171. Okay, we've broken through that fair value gap. We do need to close below it, which we did. And we need to see if we're going to make a fair value gap going down. I'm going sell. It may want to go all the way up to 672. In that case, I'm going to sell again, double down. Put a sell order up here. Put a buy order down here. Okay. I'm in sells here. Here we are. Wow, we're pushing up. I'm in another sell. We've taken out that fair value gap, I believe, to the upside. Did we not? No, we still have that fair value gap holding us here at the top of this range. So I'm hoping it holds up. We have 6 orders in here. Okay, now we got hopefully this bullish candle. Okay, we got rid of the fair value gap. And that's good. Nothing holding it up. We still got the fair value gap holding it down. So 1 minute's going up, but not far. 5 minutes going down. 15 minutes going down. Okay, it's pushing way through there. I don't want to get into it any more than 6 contracts, because that's where I've been getting kind of carried away sometimes. Now 30 minutes down. And my 1 hour is still up, which is weird. That's what makes me a little nervous about this, just wanting to go up. So I got my take profits pretty tight. My 90 minutes is down. My 90 is up, actually. I'm gonna get ready to get out of this, maybe. Here's my 1 I just almost got dipped in there. I want to just dip it one more time. Because my 1 hour is going up, but it's not much to go up. Okay, almost down there. Maybe one more candle might get us where we need to go. Okay. I'm out. So I'm at 173. So a lot of, I'm gonna say buy now. Buy. Oops. I'm gonna buy now, actually, because actually nothing's holding it up really. I should get out of this quick. We could have got out of it there. That's the name of the game, is even if it's a small win, just get out of it. See, now I'm fucked. I just put in another. I might do it one more time. Hopefully it'll just take my profits. I got it tight here, real tight. Maybe making a run down now, which I don't like. I'm gonna do one more buy because it's fiddling apart and around there. Oops. Okay, I'm out. I'm still like at 170, but I got out of it. I saved profit. I didn't really take a loss. Now, the question is, what's going to happen here? Now, here's where we've been ranging a while, and we've kind of been successful in this range. But what's it doing? We got a downtrend here. If we go back to the daily, we still have this 6 hour away from creating this fair value gap. 4 hour, we still have this fair value gap. So it's like, unless we see a total breakout, then we're not sure which way it wants to go. We're smack in the middle of this. We're in a little bit of a push up. I'm going to buy. Put my sell order up there. If it pulls back, I think I might do a sell again, but I think it's going up now. This is a down candle, but it's gotten pushed back up quite a bit. So this may just totally go down again. There is this range it's been operating in for a minute now. This is a bluish down push candle. We got the 1 hour push up still. I might get out of this trade with just $5. I'm out. I just took out. We did create a fair value gap here, but I want to wait for it to come back a little bit. We're in the 1 minute fair value gap. I'm buying again. I put my sell order right up there, not too far. Again, well, let's take a look at this. We've created another fair value gap. We like that. So we got a little bit of a run coming here. Buy. So I'm expecting a little bit of a run. We've got two fair value gaps. And then we've got, so I'm in 4 orders right now. I could take profit now, but I'm going to try to let it go. Because we might, okay, took one. I could get out now with another, but I'm going to let it go because we are starting to kind of create a fair value gap. See, if I would have gotten out of it, I would have just re-entered in. That's the thing. These little pushes, I tend to take on the top of the push, and then I'm not afraid to re-enter. I'm going to get out of it. I'm out of it. 183. Okay, it's 11:59. I gotta get to work. Okay, good stream. Stop streaming.